Hey friends, grab yourself a yummy pumpkin spice latte and let's go thrifting. I'm on the hunt for holiday and seasonal decor, but of course I'm at the thrift store, so I'm going to look at everything. But right off the bat, I found a box of shiny bright ornaments. I love finding these thrifting because often you see them at the antique store, but finding them thrifting, they're so great. I love taking the boxes and stacking them up next to the Christmas tree. It's so Christmassy. Finding some other seasonal treasures too. Look at how cute these mugs are for Christmas. This is a cute little canister too for Christmas. And I love these Santa ornaments. I thought they were so cute. Now I kind of regret not getting them, looking at them now, because they are really cute for a Christmas tree or just to kind of tuck around too. You can see my daughter's with me too, thrifting. We were having so much fun. She's adding some things to the cart. And I just love browsing the aisles, seeing what I can find, and that thrill of the hunt. I also found this really precious platter. Look at how cute that is. I love that too. I love the little picture on that. I always love finding baskets. One of my favorite things to thrift for. Kind of regret not getting this basket too. It was kind of different. And then this cork board. You'll have to stay tuned to see if I got this. I thought that was kind of different too. And how cute is this? Next to a Christmas tree. How cute would that be? Here's that valet that I was on the fence about getting. Some really cute holiday mug set too. Some lights for the Christmas tree I thought were pretty. Again, you can just find so many treasures at the thrift store. If you haven't been out thrifting in a while, I encourage you to head out to the thrift store, especially now if you're looking for some seasonal decor. I also regret not getting these ice skates. They were kind of cute. And then I saw something on a website. They were selling them and they weren't as cheap as those. Another one of these baskets too. I always love finding these baskets at the thrift store. They're such a find. And then of course, some courier knives. You know, that's my favorite to thrift for. Found a bowl. And I found these turkey platters. There was not just one, there was two of them too. How perfect for fall and Thanksgiving. I love looking at the seasonal decor year round, but right now is so fun too to see what treasures I can dig up to add to my seasonal collection. So a few other finds. Here's a false craft platter. I have plenty of these, but always love finding these at the thrift store. And then this cute little Santa ball was only 50 cents. Come on. And then this cute little sleigh was $1.50. And then I found this really pretty quilt. Had a little tear in it, but how pretty for 4th of July. And before I continue, I'd like to take a minute and thank Foreo Sweden for sponsoring today's video. I have been using the UFO 3 for the past few months, and it has become a ritual in my self-care routine. I get to treat myself to an at-home spa facial in the comfort of my own home. As many of you know, I am turning 50 in a few months, so my skincare routine has become a priority, and finding a product I love, but most importantly, see results. I have been using the Foreo UFO 3 for deep facial hydration, and the best part is it only takes 2 minutes. That's what I like. It's quick and easy, and it is clinically proven to increase skin moisture by 126% in just 2 minutes and be more effective than a sheet mask. And it's clinically proven to reduce the look of wrinkles in just 1 week. It features a rejuvenating mask treatment with heating, cooling, LED therapy, massage, which I like, and deeply nourishes, seals in moisture, and soothes that dryness, perfect for winter, and protects its skin from premature aging, leaving it smoother and firmer. It's so easy to use. You want to start with clean, dry skin. I usually do mine at night. I remove the ring, I add on my sachet, Glow Addict's my favorite, add the ring back on, simple as that, clipping it back on, and then you can adjust the settings on here, or what I love on the app. There's 8 different settings that I just changed like that. The red one's my favorite. When you try, you'll know why. I love the heating, and then once I have my setting, I just use it in a circular motion on my face until the treatment ends, just like this. It is like 2 minutes of pure zen. It's that simple, and I can honestly say after using it for the past few months, I have seen results. My skin feels more hydrated and smoother, and it's so fun to use too, and I just love the way it feels. I get results without leaving my home, and I'm so excited because they rarely offer a discount, but Foreo is offering my followers a 30% discount using the link in the description below, plus an additional 10% for the first 50 people with the coupon code MTIME10. So now is the best time to try it. Again, I'll include a link in the description below so you can treat yourself. It just feels so good. I just love the way that warmth feels. It is such a fun treatment. It is the best 2 minutes of my days on some days. So again, I'd like to thank Foreo Sweden for sponsoring today's video. So it has been a few months, well, probably more than a few months now since I've done my last thrift haul video. So I have lots of treasures to show you now, not from like the last few months, just from like the last couple days. I started thrifting on Thursday. Today's Monday, so I'm going to show you everything from Thursday to Monday, and you're watching this Friday. So just a little window of thrifting, and I found some great treasures. I cannot wait to show you. I have been going thrifting like over the summer, just not as much, just enjoying summer. But I do have some good news to tell you. My daughter Eden, who's 14, I know I mentioned before, sometimes she'd sit in the car when I'd go into a thrift store, so I had to do like power thrifting. Well, she has now gotten the thrifting bug. So her and I have been doing thrifting over the summer a lot, and so I just really wanted to enjoy like thrifting with her and just not being like caught up videotaping or trying to find things, just having fun thrifting with my daughter. But she loves going for clothes, for accessories, things for her room. She's having so much fun too. So we've been having lots of fun. She was actually with me thrifting when I was out getting these things too. So I'm going to start right off the bat with this big item, and I'm so excited about this. I ended up grabbing this table at Amvet's for $1.98. I mean, that's as close to free as you could almost possibly get, except if they were selling it for a penny. $1.98 for this distress table, and the story behind it is so funny. I saw it there. There were a couple other pieces that were also marked $1.98. Now I just got the table, and I actually was able to get it in my cart and take it up to the register, but I kept getting stopped by people along the way saying, what a beautiful table. What am I going to do with the table? Am I going to refinish the table? I was like, no, I'm not refinishing it. I love it just like this. I mean, what a find for $1.98. I can't even go to the Dollar Tree and get more than one item, right? Like, I got this beautiful table, and I absolutely love where I put it. It is in my kitchen as an island. So let me show you. So anyways, when I got it, that's kind of what I was thinking. Years ago, Wayne and I were looking at some pieces that we thought we'd potentially use as kind of an island. Now, we don't have a huge kitchen, and that space isn't huge. So I needed to find the right piece. And the one that we looked at like probably 10 years ago now was definitely going to be too bulky, and I needed something that wasn't bulky. And this was just like the right, and I said, if this doesn't work out, I will find another place for it. But as soon as I set it there, Wayne kind of forgot about the table that we once looked at years ago. So when I was saying, oh, remember we were looking at a table years ago? Well, he didn't remember that story, but or he vaguely did. But when I found this and I put it there, it just was like, for some reason, even though that space is not like huge, it makes the kitchen feel bigger, and it warms up that space. It warms up that space. Like when I redid a lot of the kitchen, or did those little updates in the kitchen back in, what was it, February or March, doing the beams, taking down the microwave, adding the copper faucet, all those little updates that I did, I still was like, okay, it's still missing something. And I thought it was maybe, just changing out the stove or doing something. But finding this table is, as soon as I brought it in and I set it there, it all came together. It was just, I love it. I absolutely love it. And not just that, it has actually become now, because I put it there just, a couple days ago. And so as soon as I put it there, it has just become also very functional. Like if I'm getting something out of the refrigerator, it's a place to set something. If I'm trying to, find something, or if I'm trying to get it, even Wayne has found it useful. Even the kids have. So, as far as placement goes, I'm not having a problem opening up the dishwasher. It is just like, it just looks so good in that space too. I couldn't be happier with how that looks. But $1.98. And like I said, people were like, are you going to refinish it? Am I going to, what am I going to do with it? And I said, no, I'm just going to, clean it up, get off the cobwebs, and it's going to go there. And what I also love is we have in like the breakfast nook area a table that Wayne and I found probably about 10 years ago, that is an antique table that we found that we spent a lot more than $1.98 on. We actually found it at an antique store, not a thrift store, that I have in that like area. And it balances both now too. It just like the whole space, like it just brought that room together. And like I said, even though the kitchen space is not big, for some reason it makes the kitchen feel bigger. I know it's just odd, but it was just like that perfect piece. And again, to find it for $1.98, I feel is like one, like if it was free, it would be the best, right? But for $1.98 for a beautiful hardwood table that has been distressed and loved and all of that has just brought that space together. And now that I have like a little place to, I don't want to add too much, stuff on it, but to have just like, putting on a vase and another, maybe a candle or something like that. Just, I love it. I love it. So let me know in the comments what you think of that too. Like I said, there was another little end table they had there also for $1.98, as well as a dresser. One of the ladies that I was talking to me when I had the table in my cart, she was like, do you want me to go stand by the dresser? Do you want to get the dresser too? I'm like, well, I have a big SUV, but I really don't know if I could get the table and the dresser in there. So I'm just going to grab the table for now. Think about the dresser. If it's meant to be, it'll still be here if I decide to come back. I wasn't too worried about that. But it was just, it was such a great piece. And I'm so happy I found that. And it was like, one of those things I wasn't expecting to go into the thrift store and walk out with that, but that's the fun thing. It's that thrill of the hunt and finding those unique finds to make your home feel just custom and unique and not so cookie cutter, all the things that I often say. So I was just so happy, and it was a long time coming. I always wanted something kind of in that space, but here it is. I finally got it, and it is perfect, and for $1.98 too. So how do I top that, right? Well, I have some other treasures to show you, not as big as that, but some really good treasures. So also at the same thrift store, well, I'll show you the other one first. I found, oh, I love this. I actually just got it out of the car. Look at this beautiful, let me see, I know I always wonder which way to go with the glare. Look at this beautiful print. So I first saw this one. I love it for fall. We're gonna use, I think I'm going to put it up here if it fits. I'm not sure. Like I said, I just got it out of the car. I probably need to clean it off here too. Don't you love this print? I'm thinking up in here in my dining room. So we'll play with that here after I show you all my goodies. And it was, let me show you here. It was $4. Don't you love it? I love this print. As soon as I saw it, it was like, put it in the cart, put it in the cart. I know isn't there like a something that I hear like over on like Instagram or something, like put it in the cart, put it in the cart. That's like exactly what I was thinking. Wow, it got even better. So I'm like, well, maybe there's more. There's one, is there more? Like, what are the chances, right? There were more. There was this one too. So look at how pretty for winter and for Christmas with the apples and then the greens. I mean, what are the chances, right? I'm like, well, maybe if there's one, there's got to be another, There was. This was, I had these before I had the table. In my cart, same place. This was just a couple days ago. And then I found this one. Also, $4 too. So I'm excited to put the one with the oranges up here. I'm going to see if that fits up on my shelving up here. Well, now that I think about it, it might not work because I would have to take baskets down too. We need to find a spot for this. And I was thinking in here, I was thinking up there, but now I see the baskets up there. It probably won't work. We'll find a spot. We'll find a spot. So those were also some thrift finds at Amvet's along with the table, but I got two more things there too. Also at Amvet's, which my receipt is actually in here too. I spent a total with the 2 pitchers, 2 baskets, and the table, and I rounded up. It was $15. $15. Can you believe that? $15. What finds, right? But also too, what is this? $4 purchase fee. Oh wow, I got a coupon too, $4 off. Oh, now I'm gonna have to go back. Anyways, I just got the stuff out of my car. So this, how cute is this? It was perfect, I thought, for like, you know, I'll save this obviously for 4th of July. I just thought this was a cute little primitive looking basket. How cute for 4th of July. And you guys, it was $1.50. Like, how could I pass that up? I thought perfect for, you know, 4th of July. And when I'm, you know, Americana decor, sitting in a cute little vignette for $1.50. Again, it's the thrill of the hunt. You never know what you're going to find when you're thrifting. Just finding those unique, one-of-a-kind pieces, like something like this. I just thought it was like just cute. I like the rustic, primitive look of it. So this was another find at the thrift store. And last up, at that same thrift store that I spent $15 at, with the table, the 2 prints, that basket, and then I also got, you guys know, one of the things I love thrifting for is baskets. Like, if you're trying to find a unique basket, go thrifting. You're going to be spending just a few bucks and you're going to find probably more baskets than you need. But I just love thrifting baskets. So look at how cool this one is. It's like a round basket. I love these type of like grapevine-y baskets too. You guys, it was $2. $2. Like, come on. I just thought how cool. Like, my vision was winter greens, how pretty for Christmas. Having like beautiful cedar, winter greens spilling out of this. Do you see that too? Like, just so pretty. And I don't have like, I have round like trays, but I don't have like I probably do have something similar, but not like this totally. I just thought this was just really different. I like the shape, and it was $2 too. So this was another thrift store find. So next up, I found this box of shiny bright ornaments. Now these can be really expensive. I found them at the thrift store, or not the thrift store, the antique store, and they're not $2.99. I got these at Goodwill. I haven't even actually honestly looked inside, but if you have looked for like shiny bright ornament, especially the boxes, they can be expensive. Well, look at, I swear I have not looked inside to see them. They're blue, not like my color for Christmas, but there is, well, this is like, oh my goodness, you guys, this has to be like a Currier and Ives print. Doesn't that look like a Currier and Ives print? It doesn't say anything on it. It's just some random, these are the shiny bright ornaments. I mean, they're not totally my style, but I really got it for the box. I really got it for the box. Like I said, I have gone to thrift stores and have gotten shiny bright ornament boxes, and they were usually a lot more, at least over $10, maybe even 20. So I just got it for be a cute box. Now I say even like back in like the winter time, like I love shopping seasonal decor year round. I love checking out those fall and Christmas. Now that we're in fall and, you know, getting into the Christmas season, obviously, you know, it's even closer, but year round, I love shopping the seasonal, you know, finds at the thrift store, because you never know what you're going to find. Your future self will thank you. But I thought this was a great find for $2.99. So if you are looking for some unique treasures for your holiday decor for fall, go to the thrift store. You never know what you're going to find. So this was another thrift store find that I recently got too. I totally forgot I got these because I had them in another basket. But look at these. These are, if you watch QVC, these are the Valerie Parhill like pedestals. It was a set of 2. I love the copper color. I called my mom when I was there because she likes Valerie Parhill. I do too. But they were $5.99 for the set. If you go on QVC, they still sell them for like $50, maybe a little bit more, roughly $50 for the set. I got both for $5.99. So I thought these were so pretty, and I love that coppery color too. I have like the silver ones that I got like 10 years ago, but to find the copper one and to find them for $5.99, I thought was a fun little thrift store find too. I actually just put them here on my table, which I'll show you here. If you caught my dining room fall decorate with me video, and if you haven't heard, especially like if you follow me on Instagram, you probably have heard, or Facebook, you probably have heard, I've changed my dining room since I shot that video, which you'll see here when we're doing a little decorating. But I just put these here, and they look really pretty here too on my tablescape. So I'll show you how those look here too when we're playing around. And that I wasn't even thinking, I was just setting them here, but I was like, oh wow, those kind of look pretty here. So anyways, I'll show you that when we're done with the haul. Next up, since it's sitting here looking at me, this was for $3.99. I love this, also at Goodwill. I have a bunch of these throughout my home that I've collected throughout the years with this wheat. And I said, but I needed another smaller one. And so I saw it at the thrift store for $3.99. And so I grabbed it. It's got the cute little bow, cute little vase. So this was another recent, just within the last few days, thrift store find too. I just set this here and it looks good on the table too, but I already got too much going on the table. I'll find another home for it. But next up, look at how cute this is. I found this also at Goodwill. Oh, the price is right here. For $4.99. Eden was like, no. I was like, no, I really like this. And it's so cute. And I actually think I'm going to put this over on my sideboard. So we'll decorate here after I show you everything. And I'll show you how that looks. I might paint the cheeks just to kind of blend in. I don't know. We'll see. That was the only thing I'm like, well, maybe I'll just brush some little chalk paint on there just to cover that up. But I just thought that was cute. Don't you? For $4.99. Again, it's the thrill of the hunt. Just finding those unique treasures. You never know what you're going to find thrifting. Wasn't on the lookout for something like this, but I thought this was cute. I think it will look really cute here in my dining room too. A couple more finds. This I thought was just a really pretty vase too for $3.99. I don't know where I'm going to put it yet. I'm not too sure, but oh, you guys, it was Creative Co-op. I was going to say, so funny. Honest to God's truth. I was going to say this reminds me of something that I would see at one of my, boutique stores I like going to. And yeah, sure enough, it's Creative Co-op. I just realized that. I didn't even look at it when I was at the thrift store. I just was like, oh, that's pretty, because I have like those little vases that are actually in my sitting room right now. That if you caught that sitting room video that I have on the shelving. So this reminded me of those actually. And I believe they're Creative Co-op too. So $3.99, how funny. Wow. I thought this was pretty. I just like the little design on that. I'm not too sure where I'm going to put it. But sometimes you just pick up these things, put it in your little decor stash, and you'll eventually find a home for it. And I also picked up this bowl just because I thought it was pretty. I thought it would make a really pretty like soap dish too. I don't know if I'm going to put it out now, but in the spring, my future self will thank me. It's not anything special. It's not like an ironstone or anything like that. It's just really, I like the design. I thought it was pretty. I like that muted blue. I mean, it'd actually be pretty for fall too, but I kind of was thinking for spring, and it was only $2.99 at the Goodwill. Just thought it was pretty. Even on a little stand too would be pretty, right? So just finding those little treasures that are unique and different. So this was another thrift store find too. And I also picked up this basket at the Goodwill. It was $5.99. Now I did get another set of baskets like this earlier this year that I have in my living room. I love them. I have them stacked together too. It's great for storage. So that is my plan for this too. I'm going to put it here in the dining room underneath the table in the back there. And then like I said, you have some extra storage too that you can tuck away, hide away. But I just love the color of these. These are always great to find at the thrift store. Isn't it pretty? So this was another thrift store find too. Next I found this turkey platter. I love this platter. I'm going to put it on a plate stand in the kitchen. I always love having a platter. I often have my ironstone platters there, but I'm going to swap it out for this one. I love it. It was at Savers for $6.49, and then I had 20% off coupon at Savers. How perfect for Thanksgiving, but just for fall too. They actually had two there too. I couldn't believe it. I should have gotten the other one because that would actually look good up there. I have my Mackenzie Childs up there, my platter right now, but this would look good there too. But I want to put it in the kitchen, but now I wish I got the other one because that would look good up there too. Anyways, well, at least I got this one. I love it. What a great find, especially this time of year. You think something like this would, be popular. So I was so happy to find this at Savers for, again, $6.49, and then 20% off. I'm trying to see what the brand is or anything. This is what it says on the back. It's nothing like ironstone or anything like that, but I just thought this was perfect and perfect for fall and Thanksgiving. Next up, also at Goodwill, I found these blue spruce topiaries. And they're IKEA too. They were $4.99? $4.99. And at first I just spotted this one. And then Eden, she was with me, she saw the other one. So I actually got 2 of these blue spruce topiaries, which is great because I have a bunch of blue spruce that I'm going to be using for Christmas this year, like garlands and little trees that I got. And I'm like, how perfect is this? Now, I don't know if it's too bluey, but I could always, like, you know, DIY it, maybe spray it. It is a little bluey, isn't it? But I thought these were so different, and that the fact that they were IKEA too, they were $4.99. I just love how big they are in the pots too. So this was another thrift store find this week too. I just put the topiary on top of the picnic basket. It looks really pretty like that, but it doesn't look too bluey over there. On the camera, it looks a little bluey. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I like how it looks right there. It's pretty. Anyways, last up, also at Goodwill, I found this really pretty church. Isn't it pretty, you guys? It was only $3.99, and I was on the fence at first, and because Eden was with me, so I asked her opinion. She's like, get it. She liked it. I don't know. I might DIY this, so maybe taking out some of the greens, but for $3.99, like, I had to get it because even if I DIY this, I might paint it white. I don't know. I think if anything, it'll be a fun DIY, or I might find the right spot to tuck this in the holiday decor. I'm thinking maybe taking some of this off and playing around. I don't know. $3.99. This could be a fun DIY, or like I said, I might find the perfect spot for this. This looks like it's something from maybe Hobby Lobby. I don't know. If you know where this is from, I know it's really tall, but it's really pretty though too. Don't you think, for $3.99? Like, if I did go to Hobby Lobby, this would definitely not be $3.99 right now. Maybe after Christmas when things are 90% off, but not now. But it reminded me of like something that I would see at Hobby Lobby. Oh, there was a tag here at one point. So, because it's got the little tag thing here. I don't know. I'm thinking it was Hobby Lobby. When I go to Hobby Lobby again, I will look. But I'm thinking maybe painting it white, but I might find that perfect spot where I want that pop of red too. I don't know. Eden liked it. So for $3.99, I couldn't pass it up. So another holiday thrift store find too. Anyways, you guys, that is my thrift haul for these last few days. Quite the haul, right? Like I said, I just went, and that's kind of the fun of it. It's just that thrill of the hunt, not being out there looking for anything specific, and coming home with lots of treasures, including that table. So I'm excited to decorate with a few of these pieces, putting the turkey platter in the kitchen, finding a home for this print, just a few other things. So we're going to play around for a few minutes, decorate with some of these thrift store finds. Of course, the Christmas things you'll see coming up here this Christmas, but I'm excited to decorate and get some of these things set up. Normally I have an ironstone platter here in my kitchen. It hides the cord, so it's a great way if you don't want to use a cutting board. I love using a platter, but I'm going to switch it out for this turkey platter. How perfect for fall. Just setting it there in front of the outlet so it hides the cord, and then I'm going to add this little vase with some of my favorite little fall picks inside, and I just love the way this looks on my kitchen counter. Heading back into the dining room, I'm seeing how this print looks on the top shelf like I first thought, and I really don't like it up there, and also it's not going to fit, so it's not going to work out. So I'm going to hang it underneath the shelf instead. I think it's going to look great here, but I'm not too crazy on the color of the frame. It just doesn't work in this space, so I'm going to take it down to my craft room and add a light coat of paint on the frame, and I'm using folk art paint and the color Barnwood. As you can see, I hung the picture, and then I did a little playing with some decor, and I was able to add a lot of the pieces that I just thrifted, like this. I love this here, and the basket, and I just took some of my florals, added that in with some pumpkins. This too that I thrifted, I was unsure if I was going to use this in fall decor, and it works perfectly here, along with this little pot of wheat, because I also have the pots of wheat that I've had on top of my hutch. So then I brought in a couple of my ironstone pieces, an ironstone pitcher and platter. So I really love how this whole sideboard area looks now too. Totally different than what I originally did, but it also flows with the rest of the dining room, which I'll show you here too. But my only other change I'm thinking is up here, I have my Mackenzie Childs Courtly Check platter, but I think I'm going to switch it out. Let me grab it here for this ironstone platter. Let me grab it. That I also thrifted a while ago, if you remember. I love this platter too. I got it at Savers. I don't remember what I paid for it, but I love the wheat on it and how perfect for fall too, right? So I think originally I was gonna do it down here, so I may swap the platters out, but this is a heavy ironstone one, so I don't know if I want to put it up on top. This is obviously lighter, so I'm thinking of swapping it out just for that very simple yet cohesive look. But other than that, I just love the way this frame turned out. Just lightening it up with a simple coat of paint, easy as that. I love that picture, don't you? And it's perfect for fall, but I even like it, you know, even into like winter next year. So this may return after Christmas. I love that one with the apples too for Christmas. So that'll be a nice little swap. What a thrift store find, right? That thrill of the hunt. So anyways, let me get a little step stool, switch those out, and we'll take a look to see how that looks. So I did a little switcheroo. Now I did try this platter up there too, just to see, because at first I know that is a little hidden up there, but then this one looked too washed out and that one looked too small down here. So I ended up putting it back up here. Even though you can't really see the detail, I still like it up there. And then I just added the brown pumpkin just for a little bit more of a pop, added the white one in the basket there. But everything down here stayed the same. And I just love the way this look. It flows now with the rest of the dining room and really also highlights this beautiful thrifted picture too, which I just love that. What a thrift store find. And this just looks so pretty. It's so cozy. I just love the way this looks. Here are those Valerie Parr-Hill pedestals that I showed you. And like I mentioned, how pretty even on this tablescape. Don't they look pretty too? I don't know if I'm gonna keep them here now because there is already a lot going on the table, which I'm gonna show you, but they do look pretty here too. And $5.99 for a set of two, I can't beat those. So those do look pretty here, but I'm gonna take them off and show you the updated tablescape. Like I mentioned, I updated the dining room since I did my dining room decorate with me video for fall, and I just love how cozy it feels in here. I love the way it looked before, but I just wanted to change the vibe a little bit, like I talked about over on Instagram in my stories when I was sharing the little update I was doing. So anyways, I'm just gonna show you kind of what I did. I changed out the centerpiece. I still kept that long basket that I used in that video, just changing it out for just more of a softer tone, and then adding some of these pretty napkins also on the tablescape too, just changing it out. I have a few pieces of my fall scrap here too. This is an ironstone pitcher. I just love the vibe in here too. And it's so funny because kind of what changed it, or what started the change, was this beautiful wreath that I got at a local shop. It's so pretty. So once I hung that here, everything started to snowball as far as the changes went. I added some of my gourds that I've had for years in this basket, just going more with the vibe that I am used to. Also changing the pictures on the wall too. Remember, I hung different pictures here. I ended up moving those, which I did share in my Instagram stories. I put them in our guest bathroom. I brought those pictures, which were actually over there, over here. And then I hung up some baskets over here and added some more of those stems. And then up above, the hutch also looks different than that original video. So I added some of the wheat, similar to the one that I thrifted. I also added some bunnies, which I thought were different, but when I was at a local shop, they had some bunnies in their fall vignettes, and I thought that was cute. So I added a few to mine too. Changed out the garland that I had hung up here, which I had this one. This one was in my living room last fall. But you still see the brown pumpkins that I was talking about in the previous video with the fall dining room. Doesn't it look pretty? I love it. Added this little sign, as you can see outside, like I talked about in that video. The green tent is still there for the kitties. Wayne is bound and determined to get those indoors, the kitties. I think he's actually outside with them right now, to be honest with you. But then again, here is the tablescape. I just love how cozy and fall-y it is. Add a little pumpkin here. Little more than I normally do for a tablescape, but I was having fun. Like I talk about often, I generally, oh, you can see the kitties outside right now. You can see them outside right now. Well, there's one right there. They're outside right now. There's Peppy. Oh, he just went running. Anyways, but I was having fun, like I mentioned. So I wanted to do something a little different. And then I also added, almost forgot to show you, the basket that I just thrifted too, underneath there too. I'm kind of thinking I want another one for on the other side and also to hide the plug too, but we'll have to go thrifting again to find out something else or something different for underneath there too, because I don't want it too cluttered. But anyways, that's kind of now how the dining room looks. Now this ties in with the rest of the dining room and what I did on the tablescape. And I just love how cozy and fall-y it feels. Definitely more my vibe. I loved what I did before, but this is more my speed. I was trying to do something a little different, you know, kind of trying to change it up a little bit. But I really love how it feels in here. It's just so cozy, homey, and inviting. Okay guys, that is all for today's video. I had so much fun. I hope you did too. Give this video a big thumbs up if you did, and let me know in the comments what your favorite thrift find of mine is. You can also follow me over on Facebook and Instagram at MotherTime. Check out my blog, mothertime.com. And if you've enjoyed this video and you are not subscribed to my channel yet, make sure you click the subscribe button so you never miss a video. Okay, you guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me, thrifting, decorating. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys very soon in the next video. Bye, guys.